Hey, everybody. Welcome to Did That Age Well? I'm your host, Molly Smith, and this is the podcast where we recap and review movies from the past and talk about how they hold up. And first off, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Spider Moving Company. Spider is here for all of your moving needs, local, cross country, whether it's, for your business or if you're moving to a new apartment or house. They're the best in town. You got to hire Spider Moving Company. So that's Spider with a Y. Go to spidermoving.com to get a free quote, or you can follow Spider Moving Company on Instagram. So thanks a bunch for supporting the show. And we're coming to you today from Dude IDK Studios. Dude IDK, it's also the coolest place in town. And if you like having fun and you like comedy and you like Denver, you're going to have a lot of fun here. So check out the shows coming up at dudeidkstudios.com and follow Dude IDK at Dude1DK. The I is a 1. Today, I want to know from my guest, would you say Wadata or Sadate?
Sadate.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sadate, Shanel Hughes.
Wadate. Thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for being here. Local comedian and just a person extraordinaire.
It's true. I do good at peopling.
And I love the frames of your glasses. I said it before and I'll say it again.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. What's up with you? What's going on?
Not much.
Yeah.
You know, like in a big, I've been chilling. I've been getting back to self and eating breakfast.
Oh my God, that's huge.
It's
what do you like to
huge.
eat for breakfast?
I like to eat Trader Joe's hash browns,
Yum.
Trader Joe's chicken sausages patties,
Nice.
and just egg. I can't eat regular egg, so I have to eat.
That's right. You have
Fake
to eat
egg.
just egg.
Yeah,
That's
it's plant-based.
It is.
And then, like, it's nice if I have, like, a biscuit, like something sweet,
Yeah.
almond croissant,
Yeah. A breakfast dessert, a little treat to start the
a
day.
little treaty treat.
Because you deserve
I
it.
ate
We all do.
breakfast. Now I get a treat
Exactly.
because I'm a good human.
Because you did it.
I'm
Because you ate
treating my
breakfast.
human good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And God
so
bless.
that's been nice.
I'm so glad to hear that. And you deserve it. You deserve every bite of that hash brown and every moment of peace and bliss that you're finding in your chill life right
Thank
now.
you so much.
Oh,
Thank you. I
love to
appreciate
see it.
that.
You seem zened out.
Yeah, I feel pretty. I don't know. When I got down here, I just started to relax. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what we want here.
Yeah,
that's what we
good.
want here at the
good.
studio.
I rode the bus here, and sometimes that makes me a little tired.
No kidding. You're like a baby. It'll lull you right to
I'll
sleep
go
to be in a
right to
moving
sleep.
vehicle.
And then we
too.
went past Colfax, and I woke the fuck up. You know, I was like, get up.
Oh my God. I'm about to have a sleep study done because I snore like crazy and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I do have sleep apnea. Maybe I am not breathing in the night, but who's to say? Because I'm not there. I'm asleep. But I had to do the screening with my doctor and they're like, okay, so how likely is it that you would fall asleep when you're a passenger riding in the car? I'm like, likely. Then they're like, how about when you're driving the car? I said, not likely, but I'm glad that they asked that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they asked because I am like a baby in that it's really easy for me to fall asleep in a car, plane, bus, train.
Everything.
And it is one of my better qualities. A lot of people are jealous of that when you get on the plane and they say, you can sleep on the plane. I
Immediately.
say, just knock me out.
Yo, what else am I doing on this plane?
Truly. Watching.
Working on a laptop? What am I?
Working. Paying
No.
$8 for 30 minutes of Wi-Fi.
Absolutely
no thanks.
not.
No way.
I want to
Couldn't
have a
be me.
dream.
Yeah. I want to dream that I'm already where I'm supposed to go. Wake up. That's time travel.
Wake up when the wheels hit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, good. This is
perfect.
good. I'm either waking up when the wheels hit or in heaven. I don't know.
Yeah, either way. And either way, I'm going to be dreaming in the meantime.
You know?
Yeah. Little
I
honk
like
shoe.
this. I like that we're on the same page.
Me too.
Yeah.
So you decided to talk about Pootie Tang today.
I did.
You suggested it, and I said, "Oh my God, can't believe it wasn't even on my list. Wasn't even a consideration." And I'm so glad that you did. What made you want to talk about Pootie Tang today? And what is your history with Pootie Tang?
Woof. I was thinking about it because it came out in 2001, and
Pre 9/11.
No, it's a different time.
It's a different time.
It was a different time because how did I watch that movie? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know I then again the next year had a birthday party. I made my mom rent it. We watched it.
You and the kids?
Me and the kids watched it at my party. I was probably like 10.
That's so funny.
That's
and she said, you know what? Pootie Tang is here for the kids. He says, don't do drugs, don't drink brown liquor, and don't smoke cigarettes.
That's what he says.
And your parents said, yeah, that's a message for Shanel. And the kids.
Maybe that's the only part.
Yeah, maybe.
My mom watched. I was like, why did you?
That's so funny. But if I'm 10, I'm laughing my little ass off watching this. I didn't watch it when I was 10. I was much older, and I honestly don't think I've sat down to watch it like cover to cover. You know, it's one of those movies where it's like I've seen like parts of it on TV, but I haven't like sat down and been like, okay, I'm watching Pootie Tang. So this time was different.
Yeah. And then in high school, my friend had the VHS. I used to watch it like every day. I knew all the words.
Oh my God.
And then like I got older and I would tell people like that's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, that's funny because you don't even smoke weed. This was when I was
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, like I was probably like 26 when I started smoking for real, but they were like, why is this your favorite movie and you don't do drugs? And I was like, that's my personality. This is a part of it.
Okay. And what was it like watching it again now as an adult who smokes weed?
It's so funny. It cracks me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cracks me up. I think I just love like remembering that little inner child of myself when I'm watching these. Yes.
Yeah, that's cute.
Like they make you feel good and then you're like, this is so stupid.
Yeah. But
I'm happy I can still enjoy stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look, in this economy, we have to.
Okay.
Of course, this was written and directed by Louis C.K. Big bummer right off the top.
We didn't know when we were 9.
We didn't know.
It was state of the art.
A lot of people in Hollywood knew. I'll say that.
They didn't even tell us.
But they didn't tell us until much later. And even when they told us, we said, I don't know. I guess he's not that bad.
Yeah, are you guys sure? I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I said, yeah. Honest, you know that like you're a bad person when news or allegations come out about you being like a sexual predator and people say, yeah, that adds up.
Yeah.
You know? Like when people are not surprised, if someone's not surprised to hear it, that's tough.
I'm like,
that's pretty bad.
A person who has dated men.
Oh, yeah.
I've had men with way less money. Yeah. Do so like the audacity on men and now you think you're somebody?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I've had, guys who've done that type of shit and I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. Sounds like truth.
Sounds like a man would.
Sounds like things are on track.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he came up with this idea when so it's a character. Pootie Tang, of course, is a character from the Chris Rock show, the sketch show. And Louis was a writer on the show at that time. And the guy who plays Pootie Tang is actually, he also was a writer on the show. He's not like an actor. Obviously, he acted in this film, but his main thing was writing. He was kind of just like, slated in as a character during the show. And of course, like really all sketches that are turned into a feature film, it was a big fat flop and everyone kind of hated it when it came out. And look, when I watched it, I wanted to hate it. I wanted to come in and be like, this is exactly why I hate this movie. And I just didn't. I didn't hate it. I laughed and laughed and laughed. It's so loosely tied together. It's not a plot, and it certainly doesn't work as a feature film. But did I laugh? Yeah.
Yeah.
You bet I did.
Yeah.
The gorilla costume.
It's just ridiculous.
It's so...
It's like, I'm not like, oh, put it up. What do movies get? Oscars?
Yeah, they do.
I'm not like, oh, Oscar. Oh, it's like, can't everything be for that?
Mm-hmm. No, and not everything should. But you know what this should have been was 20 years later on Adult Swim is what it should have been. Yeah. You know, like, I think that this would have been better as like a, 10-minute increments.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even 5.
Little snippets of Pootie.
Maybe even 2.
If they brought it back,
yeah,
I'd watch it.
I know you would.
I'd watch it so hard.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I'd probably tune in. I don't know if I'd stick around, but I'd tune in to see.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a goofy. I'm like, he's like, let me see a clip of your new movie, and then it's the whole movie.
Yeah, okay, so Bob Costas in the movie, that's how the whole thing is set up. It's so meta because he's being interviewed by Bob Costas. We're introduced to Pootie Tang. He's a multi-hyphenate, really.
Yeah.
He's an actor. He's just like Shanel Hughes, famously.
Yeah.
They said Pootie Tang, just like Shanel Hughes, a multi-hyphenate. He does it all. And he's being interviewed by Bob Costas, who asks him about his movie. He says, all right, let's show a clip. And then that is the whole movie, which as a premise, hilarious. And we don't even, like, I had forgotten, of course, until the end when we come back and he's like, yeah, so that's the clip from the movie. But it's so meta that it's a movie within a movie.
Yes.
Okay. And it's also like, is it blaxploitation within the satire of blaxploitation of here's the thing. I'm too young to really resonate with like the satirical elements of this because like I don't really have like a lot of experience with that era of like blaxploitation movies. I don't know them. I've never met them. So I don't really know. A lot of the satire stuff just kind of like I understand conceptually like what they're satirizing, but I don't have a reference to be like, oh, he's doing that thing that character did in that movie.
Oh yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah,
because I'm also very young.
Yeah,
so
as you can
I don't
tell.
know any.
You guys already knew.
It's like I guess it is like. It's a weird movie, right? Because as like a black kid, I love this movie, and then you grow up and you're like Louis C.K.
Yeah, that.
And that's a lot. That's like a lot of. That's a lot.
That little leprechaun. Sorry,
but that's a lot of black experience. You're like, who wrote this? And you're like,
yeah,
a white man.
White, yeah.
But it was good. It was okay. Not everything, but it was my shit. You know?
Here's the thing too: is that like just when you think I feel kind of guilty for liking this when it was written by a white guy, don't worry, Louis didn't make any money on this movie. It was a total flop. So, and he personally kind of hates it. He feels like it's such a different version of the movie compared to what he wrote. Because originally Paramount was going to release this under its kind of like art house division. It was going to be like an even lower budget. It was going to be a limited release in just like some theaters. But then Austin Powers came out and they were like, well, let's make a black Austin Powers. And obviously that didn't work. But the studio came in, took over a lot of stuff. I think a lot of the budget was spent in post-production too, because like Louis said that the budget was like $3 million, and then they ended up spending like an estimated $7 million. So I think a lot of stuff was done in editing. A lot of stuff was just like left on the cutting room floor or reworked. And so if you like this movie, don't worry, it's not really Louis C.K.'s work anyway, right?
Look at this.
Look.
A loophole.
But we know, of course, that the studio executives who were like, let me get my dirty little hands on this, they probably weren't black people.
No. Not at all.
Not at all.
But I think like even the characters in this movie really made this movie. Right? Yeah. Like they had some high quality, like even, okay, so the character Pootie Tang, his name is Lance Cruther. He's never been in anything else again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he was so perfect for this. Like, for this movie to be such a quirky, didn't go how it was supposed to go, nothing. And it's like, that's why it came together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I didn't love though in this movie? Chris Rock. He just annoyed me. I'm
He
sorry.
was an asshole, huh?
For you young people, Chris Rock was the one who was slapped by Will Smith, famously at the Oscars. If you don't know who that is,
That did happen.
he was the recipient of the slap heard around the world.
That did happen.
Young people, that's who we're talking about.
Young people.
Honestly, what has he done since he got slapped? Has he done stuff?
Did he did stand? I think he done some stand.
He's been doing stand up.
I don't know.
Probably. He's got to get his check.
I can't keep up.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I thought so because people wanted to hear him talk about it.
I mean, I would, but obviously I didn't care enough because I didn't look into it.
Well, I know he did like some stuff, but how long has the slap been now?
I mean, God, it's been years.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, it had been a while since I'd interacted with Mr. Rock on my screen, and I found his characters to be only annoying and not that funny.
That's fair.
The corn was okay. Daddy Tang was okay. The radio producer guy, I said, enough. This is too much.
Too much for you.
It's too much. The fact that he was like freaking out so much when the song was if you're listening to this and not watching it, you're missing out. Yeah. Because the song is
That's it.
And I thought, we don't need Chris Rock, no pants, screaming. I just thought
too good.
It was too.
He's wild.
It's too much.
That's why it's like, who was y'all making this for?
I don't know.
Because it couldn't have been adults.
No.
It couldn't have been, especially, I feel like adults in the early 2000s were serious.
I wonder, like, okay, let me ask you this. Who do you think Austin Powers was made for?
I didn't really watch that.
No. Okay.
Coming up.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like that was more for, all this stuff is for kids.
Right?
Because it's stupid.
Because it's stupid.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
But I feel like that humor was more mainstream.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's fair.
Yeah.
But it's like Chris Rock with nothing on and slamming stuff is like 10-year-old Shanel is cracking up.
Totally. Of course. Of course.
I'd crack up if I watched it right now just because
Yeah,
muscle memory.
Absolutely. That inner child.
But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because he was a serious dad. I can't. I love it too much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to critique it and I'm like.
I know. You're doing great.
He came with the corn. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like if my parent came back to me as corn and was like, bitch, get it together.
I mean, look.
What can I do?
Yeah. I mean,
it's just so stupid.
I thought that it would have been even better if he didn't have Chris Rock as the corn. If he just like cried because the corn died, I think that would have been even better. But here's one thing that's interesting. Okay. So I guess a lot of the voiceover stuff was done in post-production. Like they weren't planning on doing a ton of voiceover. That was one piece that Louis C.K. said that he wished wasn't in the film as much, like the narration. And I thought that we needed the narration because otherwise, what the fuck are we watching?
What's going on?
Literally, what is going on?
Who is that?
Yeah. And at every point, when I'm thinking, where are we going? Then we got Wanda Sykes. And I'm like, oh, thank you for bringing us back. And she gives us a little exposition. And she's a breath of fresh air, and she brings me right back up. But I thought that the scene with the corn, that part would have been better if there was no voiceover being like, it was his dad, and he was corn. And Pootie Tang was crazy because he was crying over corn. It's like, if he was just crying over the corn, we would have understood.
Right. But then we have JB Smooth.
Yeah.
Being ridiculous.
I know. Okay, I think my favorite part of the movie might have been 702 singing that song, that catchy song, that full music video.
Full music video.
Oh my God, I bet they spent most of the budget on that music video. It was so fucking catchy.
And that's what it's like. What is this movie?
Yeah.
It's a clip. It's a music video. It's a history. It's present. It's past.
If you look it up online, it will categorize this film as comedy musical.
That's funny.
And I thought musicals maybe a bit of a stretch, but
yeah, because I'm like
that one song. I mean, God, it's so good.
And it's not like Wicked, you know? Like, I'm like,
look, it's not
musical,
Wicked.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
There's no the only song has no sound.
It was kind of like, okay, so this is not the movie we're discussing today, but did you see Sinners?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people describe that as a musical. Was that a musical?
No.
Okay.
And I love musicals.
Yeah.
Because people hate them. I get it.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Okay. I agree. And that is the correct answer, Shanel. I agree. It is not a musical because there is music in it.
Yes.
But now are we saying that any movie where music plays a role is a musical? Come on. But then, I mean, all this genre bending, it's like, at what point do we call something a musical? What qualifies it as a musical?
We need a song. Like an actual catch. I think actually we need maybe even more than that. We need a couple songs.
I think we need an ensemble is what we need. I think that is really what separates well, no, because Sinners did kind of have an ensemble.
There's it was like he came and then they were like, and if there had been music before that, I would have been like, this is a music. Like right when he stepped in his daddy's church or left, like you got to be singing and walking.
That's true.
You got to be at the store and doing a twirl and singing and grabbing your coffee because you're in love.
Of
like
course.
it's he wasn't doing none of that. He was at the club where he's supposed to sing at, singing.
So yeah, that is why I think Pootie Tang is not a musical because there's a music video at the beginning. He sings a song with Missy Elliott, which, like, I'm so happy to see Missy Elliott on my screen at any time.
I do love Missy.
But that scene, I was like, what are we doing here? I mean, even more than the rest of the film. I'm saying, what are we doing?
Pootie is a sex symbol.
Yeah. And so is Missy.
Did I see myself in Pootie? I feel like we brought this up and now I'm
Do you see yourself? Do you put a little bowl of milk outside for your hose?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That part did. Let's talk about not aging well. It is supposed to just be ridiculous that like this woman is screaming she wants Pootie so bad. He locks her out of his house. He opens the door, gives her a little milk, kind of Baby Girl style. You seen Baby Girl?
No.
There's a scene where there's
No.
a scene where she does drink milk like a cat.
After a guy gives it to her?
Yeah.
So it might have aged well.
Honestly, did this movie did they get it from this? They said, "Ooh, that's kind of freaky."
I guess
like
it feels like in some sense, yes. So the satire of it, yeah, okay.
I'm sort of like, okay. On the one hand, I thought that Pootie was supposed to be a supporter of women. You know, earlier in the film, he's like, we don't talk like that about women. I mean, he says it in his own Pootie way, but then he's like kicking this woman out of his house and giving her milk like a little kitty cat. And then the voiceover is like, this bitch is crazy. She's drinking milk like a cat. It's like, we know.
Jamie Smooth is a whole, like, we could do a whole different. Okay. This is I don't object. I just was like, she was all over Pootie. She wanted to do the nasty with him, I assume.
We assume.
And Pootie was like, no. And also never get osteoporosis.
He cares about women's health.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. He said, when you were on me, your bones, I could hear them.
They're brittle.
But that is dumb. And it is not okay to do that. But that, I guess, is the fandom, right? Like, that's what that was trying to satire, this like, oh, women will do anything for these men.
Right. Like, that's the thing that's so hard, is that this movie is so, like, meta upon meta, that are we supposed to believe that Pootie, our hero, the coolest guy ever, is really a misogynist? Or is this movie making fun of the people who made the movies in the past where they made, women be little kitty cats?
Yeah, and do crazy stuff.
Right.
It's true. It's hard to know.
Hard to know the intention, but when we know who the writer and director was, it's kind of puts everything in a different light. It's hard to trust the intentions. It's hard to say the intention here was good.
No,
No.
it wasn't. No, it was not.
Whatever it was,
good.
it wasn't good. Huge shout out to sponsor of Dude IDK, Spider Moving and Storage. I recently used them to move into my new place and couldn't be happier with how efficient they were. They were so kind. They made it look so easy, and it was just top-notch experience. So definitely recommend that you check them out if you've got a move coming up, residential, commercial, local, cross-country, anything in between. You can get a free quote at spidermoving.com, and you can give them a follow on social media at Spider Moving and Storage. Okay, so I'll just say this, even for a movie with no plot, it's really challenging for me to remember like what happens, you know? It's one of those movies where I'm like, oh yeah, this happens, then this happens, and this happens. There's no like cause and effect. We're just like on to the next thing, which is, again, why I feel like it would be better as a series than it is as a feature film.
Okay.
And that's fine. But I just want to talk about Wanda Sykes as Biggie Shorty for a minute.
I love her.
I love her. It's so sketch comedy in the way that she's like dressed in this wacky ass costume with these bad wigs, as if she just like, you know, ran in from backstage and was like, okay, here I am. Like, I guess I'm Biggie Shorty now. And I love that.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, she's good. Okay. Back to the plot. You don't feel like the plot is. We got Pootie as our good guy.
Of course.
He's our good guy.
He's
but
our
then
hero.
We had to see our hero fall.
Of course.
Hit the arc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And come back.
Yeah.
Save the day.
And I mean, but here's the thing is that like, he had to go to the country to find himself.
After his belt, because the hoes.
Oh, I know.
They're so strong.
I guess it's sort of like, what is the challenge that he has to overcome? Hoes, I guess.
Yeah, well, like, you know, okay, it's like, you know, when, well,
that's
they
his
signed
weakness.
him up.
They said that in the very beginning, though. They said that in the very beginning. We got that voiceover that said that was his weakness, that the ladies were his weakness. Ooh, wait. I know you've got a thought, and
I want to hear your thought.
Okay. Even though it is so funny, the little kid Pootie Tang, the little Pootie.
That is a part where I'm like,
when there are grown women who are like sexually attracted to him when they're throwing his stuff out the window. I mean, first of all, that's hilarious that they're throwing out the little tricycle and stuff from the window. And a little kid dressed up as a little adult will always be funny to me. It's always funny when little kids act like little adults, but I did not like that there was just some, you know, the pedo element of it.
Yes.
It's just not the right time right now in this.
It wasn't ever
cultural moment, and it wasn't ever.
Ever. Okay.
It wasn't ever. Feels particularly bad.
Yeah, when I watched it, like I probably watched it a couple years ago, like as an adult. Like after I hadn't watched it for some time, and I was like, oh no, no,
yeah,
like okay, funny, no,
yeah,
no.
I mean, it would have been funnier if. Honestly, would have been funnier to me and much easier to watch now if there had been like a little kid playing the role that the adult woman did.
Yeah, that was funny.
If there was like a 6-year-old kid throwing his stuff out the window saying like, take this,
or like off her yard. Even it being in the house was like, what is going on?
I know.
What is going on?
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was, but I like your rewrite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was bad.
So you know, things I would have changed.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, I was like,
to watch. It was bad then. It's bad now.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
First of all, as a grown adult woman, what?
Yeah. He's a child,
Ooh.
and even Megyn Kelly would say he's a child because he was what, like 6.
Not MK.
I got a chuckle from
Not
Nick from
MK.
that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, we're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all. Oh,
yeah.
That's why?
No one asked. Nobody asked. Okay, what were you gonna say a couple minutes ago when I
forgot. What were we talking about?
I'm so sorry.
His hero arc?
We were talking about his hero arc and how his weakness was the ladies.
The hoes. And then he had, like, they signed him up and they represented him bad and everybody was believing it.
That's true.
And then he lost a lot of faith in himself because he was like...
Yeah. And everyone lost faith in him.
And like them doing the little editorials was crazy.
Yeah.
They were like, fuck Pootie Tang.
Yeah.
Like, hey, but that's real, right? Like,
that's
everybody
real.
will love you one day and hate you the next.
Absolutely.
So he had to go get his stuff back together.
Yeah.
And realize it don't matter what people say about you, Pootie.
Absolutely.
We need you.
I did think it was a little bit confusing how it's like, oh, well, it's like you had the power all along. It wasn't in the belt, but it's like, obviously it is in the belt.
Oh, yeah.
Once he gets the belt, then it's good again.
Yeah.
But it's maybe like now he really knows how to use the belt for good to represent himself with authenticity.
It's true.
Don't love how they talked about how Irene, played by Jennifer Coolidge, an absolute dame, a beautiful woman.
Jennifer.
They said you wouldn't expect it, but she could drive them crazy, or like whatever it was.
Yeah.
As if like looking at this conventionally hot woman would not be. They said that also about the country bumpkin girl. They're like, she wasn't sexy. I'm like,
I mean,
she
but
was cute.
I see why they said that. Not in that sense, but like back then, it's like I've watched a lot of these movies back then, and I was like I watched Freddy Got Fingered recently.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, Drew Barrymore's fat. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so it was just like this, like, oh, unless you're thin, unless you're young, unless you're, you know. So I was like, okay, I see. Not justifying it. Just like in that time.
You were like, I get at that time.
Women had to be one thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah. One little thing.
Because they were all beautiful women. We seen them.
Obviously.
Everybody in that.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, it's always this like, oh, this girl, nobody wants her in the country. She's just out here. And you're like, she's fine.
Yeah.
She's just living her life. And she's what, size, I don't know, 12?
Yeah.
Like, that's what, but that, back in those days.
Yeah. Fat.
Immediately. A cow, a pig.
Yeah. Right at home with those farmers.
That was good.
And that
was great.
Thank you.
That was good. But yeah, every time I watch a show from back then, they were like, this person was fat. And I'm like,
and you're like, who?
They were not.
No.
But back then.
Yeah.
And even I was like, as a chubby kid, I was like.
You were like, she's one of us.
Yeah. I was like, if she could get Pootie, me too, you know?
Yeah.
Not that I wanted Pootie.
No. But you wanted to be Pootie, maybe.
I think I did want to be him more.
I think you
Not
did.
the kid with the adults.
Of course.
But just like, he was just a badass, you know?
Yeah.
He just came up, he didn't speak no words. Which, is he neurodivergent? We don't know.
I think he's on a different planet. And that's...
A different plane.
He's just on a different plane than the rest of us.
Multidimensional.
He does not... Like, he is so beyond us mere mortals. You know?
That makes sense.
I just think he's on a different plane.
'Cause
but is he neurodivergent? Yeah, of course.
Definitely.
You've seen the way he runs. His that's not a neurotypical kind of guy.
He's just like, he's at the crime scene, he's dancing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's very just so dumb.
Yeah.
But I get it. I feel like if I was in the middle of a fight, I might dance a little.
Yeah.
And then be like, focus, you know?
And the whole bit of like, he says something and everyone understands it until he like says one thing a little bit different. Then they're like, what did you just say?
What the fuck did you say?
And then he like adds like a random syllable at the end, and then they're like, oh, that's what you meant. I guess that's how they ended it, like on the Chris Rock show. That's how they ended every sketch, was like Chris Rock would be interviewing him and then he would say some nonsense and start like mumbling. He'd be like, what the